One of the biggest problems with Instagram is finding the time to create content. It's one of those tasks that gets so easily pushed to the bottom of the to-do list. So in this video, I thought I'd show you how I beat content creation procrastination and create 7 days worth of content in 5 hours from start to finish. I cleared my schedule for the rest of the day. It's gonna be a busy day, but I'm prepared for it. I've got my tea and I'm ready to get into full creative mode. No other distractions, nothing else to focus on. I'm excited. It's my mission today to capture or create these 4 types of Instagram content. 4 Instagram Reels, 1 text graphic, 1 carousel, and 1 photo of me. To give you a bit of context as to why those are the content formats I'm creating, Reels are one of the best ways to grow on Instagram right now. Text graphics are a really great way to position yourself as a thought leader in your industry and share your perspective and your opinions. Carousels are incredibly savable, and the photo of me is designed to humanize my Instagram account and connect to my audience. So step number 1 is brainstorming my ideas. But before I do, let me share my strategy with you, because it's incredibly difficult to brainstorm ideas if you don't have a plan or a strategy that you can follow. This strategy, or framework as I like to call it, looks like this. Every single week, I will share a combination of shareable, soulful, service, and sales posts. Allow me to explain. My shareable content is usually a text graphic because they're just really good at getting shares. People love to hit that share button when they see a text graphic that really speaks to their values. It might be a little bit polarizing, a bit educational, or a mixture of all of the above. Soulful content is personal content, so it's usually a photo or a video of me with a caption that is about something personal or lifestyle. It's not usually that business related, it's very much about me as a human being. Service content is educational content. It is in service of my audience, of my ideal client, and those are going to be my educational reels, either sharing tips and tricks about how to grow on Instagram, or more specifically about how to better plan content on Instagram. So last but not least, sales content is promotional content. It's very deliberately designed to promote my services, my offerings, and this is going to be the carousel. So this carousel is going to promote my online program, Instagram Planning Pro, because I've got to promote myself at least once a week on Instagram, and I really encourage you to do the same, especially if you're feeling or finding that Instagram just isn't generating you that many results in terms of sales or leads or inquiries. Ask yourself, are you promoting yourself regularly on the platform? Just before we dive into content creation, let me give you a few quick tips that I'm going to use to help me speed up this process. Firstly, the type of reels I've decided to create are really, really short. I'm talking 1 tip per reel and a maximum of 5 seconds in length. The photo of me I already have. Amazing. The carousel and the text graphic will take a little bit longer, but I already have design templates set up for them inside of Canva, so that will make the process of designing a lot quicker and easier. And I'm using my Instagram insights. I've got the last 3 months of insights open beside me as I'm brainstorming ideas for the next week's worth of content, and this makes brainstorming so much easier and so much more effective because I'm not plucking ideas out of thin air and trying to be really original. I'm actually looking at what's already worked, what's already resonated with my audience, and doing more of that and giving them more of what they want. Okay, so I'm putting my phone on Do Not Disturb, putting my lo-fi music on, and it's time to brainstorm. Okay, I've got 1 week of ideas planned in my Notion dashboard. Now bear in mind that these are still in their rough form, but let me show you these ideas now. So on Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Sunday, we have Instagram Reels. One is to check Instagram Insights once a month and repurpose your best ideas. Wednesday is keep your phone on Do Not Disturb for as long as possible to avoid getting distracted. Thursday is grab a coffee and work somewhere else for a few hours. And Sunday is a reminder to plan some content planning into your schedule this week. And then for the remaining days, we have the photo of me on Tuesday and the fun personal caption, 4 truths and 1 lie. On Friday, we have the carousel. This is the promotional carousel where I am going to give my audience a sneak peek at my self-paced program, Instagram Planning Pro. And on Saturday, we have the text graphic. This was inspired actually by a conversation that I had with one of my clients. She said to me that she was feeling really overwhelmed with all the advice that she was reading online about how to grow on Instagram. And I said to her, you don't need any more advice. You know all of the tips possible to grow. What you need to do is you need to now trust that you know enough and shut out the noise from online. Next stage is to outline each reel. So that means deciding what I'm going to say or what text is going to be overlaid over the top of the reel and what clips I need to capture for each one. I also need to outline the carousel and the text graphic, so what text I want to be on each slide in the carousel and what I want to say on the text graphic. At this stage, I try to make the outlining as detailed and thorough as possible so that I can design efficiently. Trying to think up what text you're going to write on each slide of a carousel when you're inside of Canva is really difficult and wastes a huge amount of time. So I prefer to write as much as I possibly can inside of Notion and then just copy and paste the text over from Notion into Canva. Okay, so this is usually the most time-consuming part of content creation, the designing or the filming. I aim to do one thing at a time and I try not to rush so that the process isn't too stressful. So I'll start with filming all the clips for Reels and then I'll open up Canva and design in there. For these 3 reels, the clips are fairly straightforward. I can capture them around the apartment and I might even have some footage in my gallery that I can use. That's a pro tip for you. When you're out and about living your daily life, try to capture little clips here and there when you remember. Of your coffee, of your surroundings, of your feet walking. These 1 to 2 second clips are perfect for Reels. It means that next time you sit down to create content, you'll thank your future self for not having to need to go out and capture something new. For the carousel and text graphics, I had these templates in Canva ready to go, so the text graphic takes no time at all. And once I've copied and pasted the carousel text onto the slides, I spend a bit of time tweaking the design. Now it's time to batch write all 7 captions. Now before I became self-employed, I was working as a copywriter, so I am no stranger to writing quickly and efficiently. But to help me out, I also do use an Instagram caption template or formula, and I'll link that in the description box below if you would like to use that to help you with the process of writing captions. Now it's time to actually sit down and batch write all 7 captions, and this should take me about 45 minutes. All of the captions are roughly the same length, except the text graphic, which has a much shorter caption because I've said everything I want to say on the text graphic, so I'm going to really let that speak for itself. Last but not least, it's time to edit the reels, review the graphics and schedule what I can in later. I use the free version of Later, so I can't schedule reels or carousels, but I can schedule the photo of me and the text graphic. I never auto-publish. I like to be there to press post so that I can engage with people in real time and maximize the performance of my post. So I schedule those in and now I edit my reels. I actually hadn't found music when I brainstormed or created these reels, so now is the time to go and find some that work. Once I've done that, I copy the text I'm going to add over the top from my Notion doc. I save these as drafts, but I also save them down to my phone gallery in case my drafts disappear. This can happen to you too, so please make sure you do this as well. And that's it, 7 days of Instagram content completed in 5 hours from start to finish. I'm pretty happy with that, and that's why I love batching. Whether you are going to sit down and do one big batching session like I've done in this video, or you're going to break it up into smaller batching tasks, is totally up to you. But it really does take the headache out of fiddling with individual posts on Instagram day by day. And instead you can blitz through, get really creative, and have a much bigger output of content in way less time. If you want to know some of the other habits I follow daily, weekly, and monthly to help me stay on top of Instagram and not let it rule my life, then you're definitely going to want to check out this video next.